Alrighty guys, real quick, y'all see this Jeep Cherokee 3.2, okay, the baby brother to the 3.6 Pentastar. Alright, y'all can see what I'm getting ready to do, right? That leak right there. Got a new thermostat, guys. That big old M, Mopar, no car parts. No Dermot thermostats over here, baby. No, check this out, man. Alright, y'all see this? Y'all see that clamp, right? Now, the dilemma I'm having or facing is we don't have this clamp in stock. Should I go back in with a tensioner clamp or a worm clamp? Now notice this thermostat is plastic. The housing is plastic, so it's attached to a plastic housing. All right, so what would y'all do, man? We talking again. We don't have this clamp in stock. Some special made clamp. I don't know what's the name of it. Anybody want to take a shot? Well, anyway, I got to get it replaced. So I guess when I get it off, I'll make my final decision then. Can't spend a lot of time thinking about it because this lady on her car back. All right, thermostat leaking. I'm about to fix it. It's just I'm trying to now decide what clamp should I use. What y'all think? Let me know. Alrighty guys, I'm back. Guys, let's start a long video. I know y'all probably get sick of them short videos. Thing about the short video, they don't tell the complete story, and I have no choice but to leave stuff out. So what happens when that happens is the video can be considered misleading. But these short videos can be misleading if you're not careful or know what's going on. So here we are now. Y'all saw the very first short video when we talking about the clamp. And I was reading some of the comments. A lot of people was the question became, should I don't have this clamp, so should I mean, I'm gonna have to cut that off or take that off when I do with the thermostat. As y'all can see, yeah, it's a simple job, guys. I'm just making a video about it. No big deal at all. This is nothing technical. You do not need a 4-year degree in order to do this. All right, we just chit-chatting right now amongst my subscribers. All right, yeah, just talk, man, you know, mechanic talk. The question became, should I use a worm clamp or a tensioner clamp? Guys, I got a lot of interesting answers, or a lot of interesting people chimed in, and I read all of them too. I'm cool with that. The thinking goes, or that's the saying, because this is made of plastic, the neck, by the way, here's my new one. All right, it is, you know, we got that big M on there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call out the other company because that's not fair. All right, yeah, their quality just not as good as this. I don't know, sometimes it be offending some of y'all. Oh, God dare you talk about Dermot like that. Dude, calm down, all right, hush. Listen, the thinking goes, because this is plastic, just with anything such as a radiator, if the neck is plastic, I'm guessing the saying goes you should use tensioner clamps. All right, so it would keep tension on the hose, and the hose will keep tension on the neck, simply because this is made of plastic. In other words, back in the day when the radiators was made of something else other than plastic, worm clamps were sufficient. All right, now apply that same theory to this thermostat housing. The neck is plastic, right? So a lot of guys was like, you should use a tensioner clamp to maintain tension on this. But think about this for a second. Is this really tension, or is this really a tension clamp? Because this is squeezed on and set at a set pace. So I'm not sure it's gonna expand or retract, or expand and retract, get loose, and you know, any of that. All right, it's just a one-shot deal and you done. So I don't know how, you know, physics at some point will play a role in this. I don't know how does that matter if this not constant tension. I don't, some guy called this out in the video. I'm about to read that again. He called the name of it out and everything. I can't remember what he said, but they got a name for this style clamp. All right, well, anyway, we didn't have one. Now, so fast forward to today. All right, I ended up ordering one, guys. All right, I don't know who make it. Again, I don't know the proper, I should did some homework before I started this video, but somebody called this out in the video in the comment section. I don't know what's the name of this. However, it is the one the car calls for. Would a regular tensioner clamp would have worked? Absolutely. Would a worm clamp would have worked? Absolutely. But the debate is, which one should you go back with? Now, I'm one of those firm believers in going back with what came off. Okay, so yeah. Since this is what was on there and what came off, I got one that's supposed to go back on there. All right, so that's too much talking, JT. I want to see assholes and elbows. I want to hear you talk all day. I know some of y'all be thinking that. So let's do this. Let's get this thermostat off. Get this clamp off. I don't know, guys. Do I got to cut that off? I know sometimes I sound like a mere amateur, guys, but People learn stuff as they go. It's not that I'm learning this, it's just that I'm discussing this now. So that's, you know, if it was just me and it was just me back here by myself, I wouldn't be talking or thinking, I would just be doing. Because a video is running, you have to discuss this stuff. So let me get this thermostat 2 bolts, guys. I'm not gonna film this, insult y'all like this. This is too easy for y'all. Let me get these 2 bolts off. Coolant gonna drain. I got a bucket under there to catch any draining coolant. I know how sensitive some of y'all are. And we're gonna fire the camera back up once we get this off. Let's get it. Hey guys, I'm about to go over to my diesel buddy and see if he got a pair of pliers that would fit this. Figure I can use one of my 3-ball rules on this. All right, y'all, let's see what happens. Hey, what you got for this? Huh? What you got for this? You gotta tighten this up. Come on, man.
I've got a tool for that.
You do? How you get one and I don't got one?
I'm not a loser tech than you are.
Shut up, man. Whoa, that's exactly for this?
Yeah. One way I'll put it on, one way I'll take it off.
Okay.
I think that's
to put it on. All right, I need to borrow it.
$20.
Dude, get the fuck, come on, man. 3-ball rule. This is only my first time. Now will give me a pair. Y'all see that? Wow. And here we are, guys. All right, this is exactly the setup I needed. I'm gonna do some investigation on this tube and simply get me one. If you don't have one, you might want to get one. But let's get this job done, guys. Guys, I got this clamp right here. You have to analyze this stuff first. So here's the thinking goes, guys. Use your tool. What you're trying to do is get this piece right here under here. That's what locks it in place. So with your tool, with the clamp on the hose, and you squeeze this, all you hoping for is this little piece to jump up under here. All right, that's what locks it in place. You don't want to do it now. You want to do it when you get it on the hose. All right, because this is real funky. You got to pay close attention. All right, let's see what happens. All right, guys, I got the hose clamp in place. Let's grab the tube, put it in position. And remember what we talked about. Our motive here is for this to go under here, meaning it's now locked in place. Let's see what happens. Wow, you saw that? Got it. All right, motive accomplished. I have accomplished my motive. That is now under here. So that is now in place, guys. That's how the OEM, the manufacturers and engineers suggested it be. All right. Again, we was just debating should you use tensioner clamp or constant or worm clamp. So we went back in with what it calls for. All right, so let me finish this job up, guys. Remember, guys, let me touch on a few things. All right, hold tight. All right, guys, so remember what you're doing here. Remember, at the end of the day, what all you just disrupted the cooling system, okay? You have lost some coolant. You have introduced air pockets in the cooling system. So your goal now, if once you finish this job, repairing the cooling system by way of this new thermostat housing, you need to bleed the system, guys, okay? Now, right here on this thermostat housing is what we call a bleeder screw, all right? Some would use this. I recommend you use this. I will use this and my bleeder funnel at the same time. But like I say, the goal is to make sure you get all the air pockets out of the system. All right, so I got some work to do. Let's get it. But now I'm done, guys. This job is done. At least the thermostat is on. All right, now it's time to make sure we have no air pockets. Let's get that out. Y'all see what I'm about to use right here? Mopar, guys. Antifreeze. This is the 10-year antifreeze this car calls for. Would other antifreeze work? Absolutely. This is my antifreeze or of choice, okay, for this particular car. All right, I do not use Derman antifreeze. This is mine. It's that big old M. Yes, guys. All right, it's enough clowning around, JT. Let's get this. Guys, y'all know the drill. You put this in until the coolant come out. All right, I'm out of time on the short videos, so as long as y'all understand my motive here, all right, I gotta go. That's all I have.